Is this what a normal person looks like? Hey YouTube! I thought I would share something with you today. So I've been getting a lot of comments from people based off of what they see on social media of me and my boyfriend and how perfect our relationship kind of looks. It's true, it's pretty perfect. But I think that social media can be a little misleading sometimes. You know, you see cute things like this. Chris, cue the video you made me for Christmas. And you might get the wrong idea. Now, a lot of girls are saying, Chris doesn't seem to be like other boyfriends. He doesn't like girls' pictures on Instagram or forget about me. You know, any of the other things millennial boys do. The truth is, he wasn't always like that. I put a lot of work into getting him that way. In fact, I have a bunch of tricks that I use to train him to make him the perfect boyfriend for me. It's still a work in progress, but I thought I'd share some of these things with you as a little Christmas treat from me to you. Here are 5 tips and tricks to training your boyfriend. The first thing you're gonna have to know is the 3 tactics to getting him to wanna do these things for you. Think of all the things boyfriends respond to. No boyfriends are the same. These are the tactics I've used. You get creative with what you need to do. Good reinforcement is the way to getting your boyfriend to act the way you want him to act. So I found that the best ways for me, I've been using 3 tactics. One of them is food. So I give my boyfriend food, candy, meat, chips, what have you. Really, whatever you have on hand, it should work. If you have a pickier boyfriend, you're gonna have to kind of get creative. But feed him food whenever he does something right, and he doesn't really know why I'm pushing food into his mouth. He gets that positive reinforcement and he starts to subconsciously learning how he's supposed to act. The second tactic I use is love. So sometimes if I don't have food on hand, I'll just, give him a little pat on the head, kiss on the cheek, let him know he's doing a good job. Love is a great tactic, but it depends. They might get a little suspicious if you use love too often, so I don't recommend using this as your only tactic. Third tactic is threats. Now this might seem a little extreme, but sometimes when you have a malfunctioning boyfriend, threats are really the only way you're gonna get it through to him. So if he won't do something for you, go ahead and just give him a little threat. Tell him you're not gonna text him back for a while. Tell him you're not gonna make him any food. Whatever gets the job done, gets the job done. You just need to come up with threats that are gonna work for your boyfriend. Brainstorm some threats you can use at any moment's notice and you'll be all set to go. Tip number 1. Make sure your boyfriend knows how to talk about you to other people. And do this in a variety of ways. Feed him the right words. Eventually he'll get it and he'll start using it on his own. Tip number 2. Have him carry you. I know it seems a little bit ridiculous, but Ariana Grande doesn't seem to think so. Let him know that it's his way of working out with me while we're out during the day, and if he works out by carrying me, he'll look better too. Girls get tired, and a tired girlfriend is an unhappy girlfriend. It's a win-win. Just make the situation seem like it's beneficial for both of you. When he carries me around, I don't get tired, and I stay happy. Everybody wins. Tip number 3, put a lock on his phone. Putting a lock on his phone mentally trains him to not be doing any suspicious things on his phone while you're gone. You know, a bunch of girls think that they have to look at what their boyfriend's doing online and check his Instagram, check his follows and his DMs. I don't have to do that. One of the ways I combat this is putting a lock on his phone. At first he was a little angry about it, but through a little food and love and, a little threat, I got him to come around. The lock on his phone makes it so he's only on his phone when I'm around him. Eventually, we're gonna take the lock off and see how he does on his own. But for now, it's a good training technique. Step number 4. Make sure your boyfriend is ready to be your personal photographer. This one wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Chris is pretty good at photography. I had to teach him my angles and my sides. Now, if you're gonna have a good social media following, just a good social media in general, you're gonna need someone to take your photos for you. My boyfriend was a little hesitant to start taking pictures of me all the time. With a little training and a little food and coercing, we finally made it happen. He takes pictures of me wherever we are. If we're somewhere where it's Instagram worthy, he has me stop and he gets my right angles. Teach him your side and your angles and how to take photos of you wherever you are. Step number 5. Now this one might seem extreme, but it can be useful in some situations. When your boyfriend acts up enough to the point where your other tactics aren't working, you might just need to keep him locked up for a little bit. Provide with water and food, let's not get crazy. Make sure that he knows why he's in there, how long he's in there, and how he can avoid being in there in the future. Boyfriends don't act up after they're being locked up. And there you guys have it. Those are my tips and tricks to training your boyfriend. I hope these work for you, but remember, all boyfriends are a little different, so if you need to change it up, feel free to do so. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and I look forward to hearing how your boyfriends respond to these tips and tricks in the comments below. Thanks, and it's been really real.